Hello, my name is Niki Setzer. Today I am going to be sharing a few of my character strengths. The top 3 signature character strengths I have chosen to dive into is love, zest, and perspective. The reason I have chosen these particular strengths is that they are the best representation of my personality. I value keeping genuine people close to me, being able to provide genuine advice, and continue to live life as an adventure. I truly believe that if you project positivity and love, you shall receive positivity and love. In this presentation, I will be explaining how these various character strengths apply to me. The goal of this presentation is to have a better understanding on how these signature strengths apply to me now and how they will benefit me in the future. The first signature strength I am going to dive into is zest. Zest is associated with the virtue courage and is known as a happiness strength. In the following visual, I will explain how zest applies to me. Zest is known as approaching life with excitement, not doing things halfway or half-heartedly, living life as an adventure, and feeling alive and activated. I like to approach situations with optimism and take breaks outside to walk or longboard when there is frustration to separate positively from all situations. Utilizing zest throughout this course, as well as my profession, allows me to go out into the world for a mental and physical reset to be able to focus better on my required work. The positive correlates associated with zest is autonomy, a connection with others, and goal attainment. The most commonly I have used zest is in my everyday life. Every day I choose to approach the world with excitement and positive energy. I choose to live my life as an adventure, and I never want the adventure to stop. After struggling so much with anxiety, I have never felt more alive and ready to fulfill my purpose in this universe. The second signature strength I have chosen is love. Love is associated with the virtue humanity. Love is known as valuing close relations with others, in particular those in which sharing and caring are reciprocated, as well as being close to people. The positive correlates associated with love is positive relationships with others, a healthy balance between dependency and autonomy, positive social functioning, a higher self-esteem, less susceptibility to depression, and a better capacity to cope with stress. The most often I utilize love is with my family. Additionally, I utilize love within my close friendships and romantic relationships. I use a lot of love with my work and my many passions. For example, dancing and skydiving. A new way I can utilize love is within my relations, expressing more frequently how appreciative I am to have such a positive relation with them and show them by making more time for them. A new way I can utilize love with my work is by putting more heart into the things I do. I need to genuinely be proud of the work I do now to better succeed in the future. The final signature strength I would like to share is perspective. Perspective is associated with the virtue wisdom. Perspective is known as being able to provide wise counsel to others and having ways of looking at the world that make sense to oneself as well as others. The positive correlates associated with perspective is successful aging, life satisfaction, maturity, open-mindedness, even-temperedness, sociability, and social intelligence. The most commonly I have used perspective is with my close friendships. My friends will share their situation, to which I respond, "What can I provide for you? Would you like advice, devil's advocate, or just a listening ear with no commentary?" Approaching situations this way allows a respectful boundary to be set and to additionally give that perspective on how others should positively address other individuals' difficulties. Additionally, I have commonly utilized perspective with conflicts. Occasionally, it is hard to have a rational conversation with an individual that is rudely expressing their frustration. Instead of adding to the fire and yelling back, I take a deep breath and consider how I would want to be approached if I were feeling this way. This allows me to calmly address that individual, to which they begin to respond in a more conversational manner. A new way I can utilize perspective is to remember the mindset, how would I want to be approached when feeling this way, especially when it involves the general public. Typically, if I were to randomly cross paths with a rude individual, my initial response would be qualified as petty. I can utilize perspective to think and feel more deeply for the individual, to where my response is much more positive. A new way I can utilize perspective with work is to be more understanding and aware that everyone is truly experiencing their own personal struggles. Their negative words are a reflection of their emotions, not my work. In the future, responding in a calm, respectful manner can help solve the conflict. To conclude this presentation of my signature character strengths, this is what I have learned that identifies me the most. Love. I enjoy the close relationships I have and will continue to make as I truly value genuine people. I have a new form of self-esteem that I am more proud to show. I have an improved positive handle of my stress management by allowing more time to complete tasks. Zest. I choose to live every day as an adventure. I love that every day is truly a new day and you can do whatever you want with it. It is easier to build a connection with others as I am able to talk about almost anything. I'm incredibly excited for life and I am especially looking forward to the future and what it holds. Spending time outside for my mental reset breaks has only positively impacted me. Whether it's a quick walk or riding my longboard, it puts not just my physical state in a better condition, but my overall mindset as well. Fresh air, a little physical activity, can be one of the most beneficial and healthy ways to cope with stress. Perspective. When my friend has an issue, I listen fully until I have a full understanding. Fully listening allows me to fully understand the problem before I begin to address it. In order to give good advice, think, what would my best friend need to hear if this was them? Good advice is telling an individual what they need to hear, which occasionally is not necessarily what they want to hear. I am proud of the maturity I hold at my age. A lot of people I meet initially think I am older due to my demeanor. I am open-minded with everything, whether it's life, friendships, work, etc. I am a true believer in manifestation. If you can imagine it, it will come to you. My social wisdom is my understanding and awareness of social situations as well as how to properly address them. Most of my social wisdom is through my friendships and certain relationships. Thank you for listening to this presentation on my signature character strengths. Have a wonderful rest of your day.